Hey, this is Woody, and this is a 1v1 on the map Metalopolis. I am playing a random, and my enemy, ArGooN, is playing a random too. So I'm going to have to do a scout on this one. I have got Zerg. So let's see what it is that he's got. Hopefully I can see what it is he's got with my Overlord. Otherwise I'm going to do a scout about 10-11 food. I'll see if I can just push it and not use the drone to scout. Because normally if you're going to scout with a drone, you'd do it possibly about 9-10 food anyway, so just wait that little bit longer to 11 food possibly for that Overlord to make up his mind as to what race I am against. Or I could just find out if he comes and scouts me early. Now a fellow random player means that this guy shouldn't be very good. Because if you are very good in a random player, then hats off to you, to be quite frank. Right then, is he going to be here? It's going to be any second now. I'm going to see something. No, he's not there, to be honest, so off we go. Let's send this guy up to the back here. Actually, it's really much more tempting to send him over here, so he can be to the back of that expansion. No, I need to see whether this guy's in a close spot before I take an expansion. And if he's cross-map, then I will take the risk of taking an expansion. Even if he is Zerg, I'll just go ahead and do it. Yes, he is cross-map. So let's try and take our risk. And that probe was just slightly unfortunate. And you're not going to get me. Unless, of course, you've got yourself a forge and you're about to build cannons outside of my base. But this is all the risk we take. So let's get that spawning pool down.
We require more minerals.
Oh, I don't think I can fit a hatchery there. If I could, I would.
We require more minerals. The hive cluster is under attack.
Oh, you wanted to get yourself a cybernetics core there.
Our drones are under attack.
There it is.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Let's get ourselves an extractor, shall we? In the wrong base. And go very heavy. Because I don't think he was building any cellars. I'll get one Zergling just to make sure that I can scout about and whatnot, but I don't think he really was there. I need a Zergling to scout all these sort of areas for any proxy pylons, because he's probably going to be very tempted to do proxy pylons and 4-gate me on a map where he's cross-map against a Zerg player. So let's get one Zergling going all over the shop, and another one going from Cell Naga Tower to the other one. Meanwhile, I better get myself some gas, because I will need that eventually. One cellar. I want this Overlord at the back to have a little peek. I'm not sure what the peak time is, actually, thinking about it, to actually sneak a look into a Protoss base to know what it is they're doing, but I'm going to have a go. See, this is what we're talking about. Oh, looky looky, we're seeing 3 gateways there. That looks like a warp gate rush. Yes, it does. So what does that mean? That means that we get ourselves spine crawler, spine crawler, spine crawler, and continue to make drones. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this should work. I'm actually going to skip the gas for the moment. And I need to find out where this probe is going to be, because he's going to come up somewhere. I'm telling you, he's going to be somewhere.
We require more minerals. We require more
Ah, there we go. Gotcha. Now it's going to be too late, I reckon, to get Zerglings on that. Because he's moving out now. He's going to start warping in units there. Let's get another spine crawler just to make this even more impossible. And then we're going to need Zerglings to try and stop him from just jumping inside of my base and going right past the spine crawlers. Probably it would be tempting to build something here, but I'm not going to worry too much. Let's see what we can do. Now we can get some gas. Ah, there's the Zealots. That's going to put him right off. and then we sort of block him off like this and hope to God that's going to hold him off for a short while. That might have held him off for long enough. And then we can use everything else and carry on making drones. These guys can go attack here because he might have actually given up on his rush. What are you doing? I told you to attack down here. Oh, never mind. Looks like they're going to want to do this a difficult way. That's alright though, because I think in the long run he's definitely come off worse here. Which is why he's giving up by the looks of it. And going instead to economize. Because otherwise he would have continued putting on pressure there, but it shows that he knows somewhat of what he is doing and deciding himself.
We require more minerals.
Let's gonna get myself an evolution chamber and a spore crawler, because last I have been rushed by Dark Templar and I don't like Dark Templar, and meanwhile I don't have any tech going on whatsoever, so let's get ourselves some tech, transfer some drones. He's obviously going to want to get himself expansion and match me. I can't stop him right now. It's very tempting to just bang in there with tons of units, but I'm ahead of him. I reckon he's got nowhere near as many workers as me, and he won't be able to have as many workers as me either. Let's get another Overlord having a scout of his base to see what it is that his game is, his plan is as such. Have a Zerg here. Zerg up here, scouting for any air units. This is an idea to put units on patrol in specific areas, so they might actually spot some sort of air units sneaking around. It's a little something you can do. It's not a big thing, but it covers yourself a little bit. Fortunately, this Overlord isn't going to capture much, apart from the fact that he's still just economizing. It's time for me to get a whole ton of Overlords, because I got really lazy with that. I really want to go very strong roaches now. I mean, it's a really good idea to go mass muters. Let's do mass muters, actually. The reason why I've caved in on that is quite largely to do with the fact that I know that I'll get screwed over if I try to place down Nidus networks. I don't trust my luck. I don't feel like I'm a lucky enough person to get away with that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll give that a skip. We'll go very heavy drones, and then hopefully hold him for long enough. Might be able to get. I've still got loads of spine cores to defend with, so just gonna put him off. Come on, Queenie. Right. Yeah. Just make sure I've got enough food and drones. And I've got pretty much as I can have now off the gas. So he's going to make a move, I reckon, relatively shortly. Could definitely get myself a couple more spine crawlers just to be safe. Now's a good time to get a Wovis here. Definitely want to start spreading creep like mad. He wants to get himself a third, but hopefully I can finish this by the time he wants to get that third down. Should have enough supply to support mass muters.
Our forces are under attack.
Ugh. Get ourselves to attack. Get ourselves a ton of muters. So by the time he hits my base, I should be able to hold it off. That's going to be able to hold him off a little bit as well. Oh, has he got an observer?
We require more Vespene gas.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Can't do too much about that though. Now let's see what we can do. I should definitely get the Zerg speed. Oh, it looks like he's backing off. going to go straight into his base then and continue to economise. It's going to be like that. Ah, I want to try and take this down before I can get killed, because obviously if I can take that down, that's going to buy me some more time. And I could go Ultralisks. Oh, he's got... yes, Infestors would be beautiful here, to be honest. Absolutely delicious. If I could get them. And there's the tech. Oh, you saw that coming, didn't you? Yeah, that's not going to go well for me. Especially when he's got Blink, so he'll catch up with those. No doubt. Now, I think it's going to be too late to get Ultralisks, so let's focus on getting ourselves the upgrades for Roaches. Try and keep this guy contained inside of his base. This might actually force him into attacking now. Fortunately, it isn't. So he thinks he's probably sitting kind of pretty. But he isn't. We'll go back into his base in a second. Right, where's that roach down? And we'll just go mass roaches now and try and finish this off. Get ourselves some Nidus network. Get ourselves the tech for Infestors, and then get ourselves Infestors if it doesn't work. Should have a really booming economy, so it shouldn't be too difficult to make this work. Could actually go with the Infestors, the Roaches, Nidus network into here and support them with the Mutalisks. We'll see. See how this goes down, to be honest. Oh, now the question is do I still do this? I guess I do. I can build a whole ton of spine crawlers if I need be. I'm gonna have to sacrifice this base. Send those drones up there. I'm gonna have to sacrifice basically all my bases. But the damage could be done to him.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, looks like it's making him go back to his base. So I want to try and get into here and continue. Bloody, and then we get another Nidus work here that isn't going to get hit, fortunately. Try and do whatever damage we can before we have to get out, to be honest. And then obviously send all our units, because what we want him to do is we want him to come back here. You watch what happens here. Now this isn't exactly brilliant skill, but it is a nice little trick. And then send all our roaches down here. Now those can go there. Goodness me, I do need decent tech coming along. And he's just gone and killed that anyway, so that didn't really work out too well for me. Okay, I'll just send all the roaches back here. How does he know? He knows. I'll just try and economise a bit. I should really send those roaches back now because they're just going to get rates. This is where I need the infestors to start coming in. I definitely need a lot more oh, my economy is starting to, because it's going late game, I'm starting to slack. Need to keep spreading creep as well. I really want to get myself some Overlords, because then I could really start to kick ass. Well, Overlords aren't exactly fantastic, but you know what, they'll do. Don't even know if he has a, you know what I mean, thingies. Let's get myself a whole ton more roaches.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Gonna have to sacrifice that base again by the looks of it. Not that I've got that much in it. Try and spring a trap here.
Our forces are under
Leave one roach there, burrow, just to see if he has got observer.
unacceptable command. The hive cluster is under attack. Metamorphosis.
This might make him paranoid as well, actually. Hello. And then we can have one here as well. See, that's sending him right back to his base, which is quite funny. But actually, it's just for drones. Right then, let's get our Ultralisks. So we're going to be in a position here where we can spam out units
Are under attack.
when I lose them all, basically, to an insanely strong Protoss army.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Yep, he's starting to go mad, so we're going to have to put an end to this now. Got my muters over here. Hello. See if we can trap some units with fungal growth when it goes off. Should be some free kills there. Start making Vulturisks. All my muters are getting raped now because I'm not really paying attention to them. Now this is the part where we have to deal with loads and loads and loads of cannons. Not really too big a deal for him to make cannons, but it's annoying for me, that's for sure. Now let's see if we can try and catch his units off guard. Don't really want you blinking away, matey. And then just continue to build Ultralisks, because I can afford to. Now we go and finish off this expansion. Throw in a few infested Terrans. Get rid of those infestors because they've got no energy left. Now I could have played so much better here, but I really need to work on just general macro. But I think I've done well enough. Now I'm not even paying attention to the attacking forces because this is basically where micro comes in. Sorry, macro comes in way more importantly. So I still got this Niners network. Now this is, you might need to pay a bit of attention to what you're doing, otherwise you're going to get your units stuck in a choke point and lose a lot. Don't really want to see in the Vulturist, but I think he's already seen it. Now what we want to do here is try and get units to the back here if we can. One to the back, get a Niners network down and try and save them if I can. Come on. Oh dear, that's not going to come up in time. More Ultralisks for me then. Yeah, I'm not going to save anything there. Could actually take out his expansion, but we know that Ultralisks aren't going to take out that expansion. We'd like to think that they could, but we know that they won't. They just ain't going to do the job properly. They won't kill it. They'll just spaz around each other and then just kill themselves. Pretty much. That is what will happen. So, looking at things, let's transfer some more probes. By probes, I mean drones. Get them a bit more going. Yeah. Right, okay. I think I know where I am at now. I think. Is that all I've got? Doesn't seem like much, does it?
The hive cluster is under attack.
Got nothing in a Niners network.
Our
This is going to be one hell of an Ultralisk attack. So we're going to try and surround him with Ultralisks. Here we go. Come on, Ultralisks, don't spaz out too much, I pray. Oh! Come on, get that focus fire down. I'm going to try and guide some Ultralisks around. Oh, look at them, they're spazzing around so much. Oh, look at this. There's so much spaz going on. Oh yes, I should have known. I should have known that. Alright, let's just send the Ultralisks all to his base now, because it's going to be too much for him to deal with anyway. Because he's going to have to try and handle that, and he ain't going to be able to handle that at all. Go Ultralisks, see what you can do. If you all die, I am going to cry, to be honest. And I'm just going to think, what the frick. They are all dying, aren't they? They are all dying. Oh my god. Ah, that is so bad. Ultralisk, what are you like? I could still lose this, to be honest, because that's how bad Ultralisks are. God damn. I'm losing all my bases now as well. So I just can't beat them with Ultralisks. Even when I get like almost full upgrades on them. Yeah. Pathetic Ultralisks. Right then, let's go again, shall we? I need Infestors here. Infestors are going to have to do the job here. To fungal growth him so I can actually kill him. I can't really afford to spam build units again, because I'm all out after this.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Infestors are really the key unit here. Come on, please work. I haven't got many fungals left. Oh, come on, Ultralisks, don't fail me now. Right, okay, that's all my fungals used up. So I'm kind of screwed in that sense. So we can just see him completely and utterly exploiting the shiteness of Ultralisk. But he has backed himself into a corner, which means that he's basically going to go and jump off the cliff in a second. So I'm not going to be able to do much there, apart from kill this expansion. I need more Infestors out. Need to bring back the weak Ultralisks, because otherwise they're just free kills for him. Now we kind of need to pull back a little bit and continue to macro up. This is a bit of a silly game. I think if I played a lot better I would have been able to stop myself from dying a long time ago. Uh-oh, let's get back, let's get back. What are we doing, what are we doing, what are we doing, what are we doing, what are we doing? Put the roaches in there. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Ah, come on, right, that's it. I can't run away anymore. This is enough now. I'm just getting beaten by mass stalkers. This is bloody stupid. Mass stalkers have beaten my freaking tier 3. Thank you very much. I love the fact that you're so good that you can beat all of that. Honestly. I've actually got like bugger all resources left, so I better hope that he can't rebuild. I really have like nothing left. No, I have to assume that to an extent he has nothing as well. And there's that annoying. And I have no overseers nearby. There's one.
Mutation complete.
And there we go. There's the GG. Looks like he gives up. He must have lost all of his resources. I have to assume so. Yeah, he did. Bye-bye resources. That was a really painful game. Look at all these bloody cannons. That makes it so much difficult. Can you imagine trying to attack that base with Ultralisks? It would be delicious to just get inside there. And just destroy it, but they won't. They'll go, I'm just going to spaz around. Anyway, this has been long enough, way long enough. This is going to take me about 15 hours to upload. I'm not even sure if I'm going to upload it because it's so long. Anyway, yeah, let's go and have a look. Quick look at the resource screen and the army screen when it's ready to load. So if I'm a noob, what are you then? Fellow diamond player. Yeah, hardly something to shout about, mate. Okay. This is the army for you. Pretty even until the end there. Now the resource, I got way ahead on resources. This is what kept me ahead. And there's a tiny bit towards the end of the game where I started to panic and things did start to go wrong and all my ultralists were dying. I had like 5 of them with like 10 HP each. And then I just got caught off by Blink Stalkers. It's so horrible to go against Blink Stalkers. This is why I needed to use Infestors earlier. They are really good, but when they got that many, it's quite easy to just get your fungals not do quite enough. Anyway, whatever. Analyze it yourself. I'm not going to spend any more time on analysing because it's going to take way too long to upload. See you later.